2, 3.
Yeah, this is a lesson on how to create basic bowls for tabla. As you know, a lot of you try to learn tabla, and the number one thing which you have to learn is how to create bowls or the sounds from the tabla. So as you see in these two drums, one is high pitch, another one is bass, and there are certain bowls that you can produce or certain sounds you can produce on the right drum, which is the high pitch, and certain on the left, and there are certain bowls that you can do together. So we always start with the first basic bowl is called na, and the way the syllables of tabla work is they are almost representative of the sound that you produce. So it's almost like alphabets of English language, A, B, C, D, but this is the alphabet of tabla. So you start with na, so you take the two fingers here and you bring them down, and so these two fingers will rest on tabla while this index finger is going to hit at the edge, and that's called na. Na, 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 na. So what I did here is that not only I introduced you to the bowl or the basic syllable of tabla, but I also created 4 different speeds. So we are taking speeds with the 4 notes. So na, 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 na. So these are the 4 times that we are producing na, and then we'll double it, triple it, and then quadruple it. So na, 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 na. This is at the edge, this is the edge. And when you do a bowl, similar bowl called ta, that's a little bit inside the edge. And you can hear this difference. Na is very sharp and ta is a little bit subdued. So ta, 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 ta. We did na, ta. Then comes ti. Ti is an open sound. So na and ta has these two fingers always resting and reducing some of the openness of the sound. Now you don't play na like that. We have to play so that it is a controlled vibration. So ti is open. So we do. So that is ti. So ti, ti. And so the T is coming between black and white region. T, 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 T. Another important thing is that in T, this third finger goes up so that your vibration can be open. So T, 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 T. So we are done with na, ta, ti. Then the bowl comes which is completely open, which goes tun, and that's done with index finger hitting right at the middle black region and lifting the hand up because this is an open sound. Tun, 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 tun. So na, ta, ti, tun. Now comes theta. And this is a bowl which is played with these two fingers, middle two, right at the middle of the black region, which is called syahi. Ti, ta. And you can hear the sharp sound because it is played with the fingertip. Ti, ta, ta, ti, 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 ta. And the reason this is very important because later on there are a lot of bowls or the alphabets and the words created out of theta. Ti, ta, 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 ti, ta. So these are some of the basic bowls on right hand drums, which is na, ta, ti, tun, ti, ta. Then we come to the bigger drum or the bass drum, and there you have to put your wrist right on the little bit back side of the dagga, which is called dagga or baya, and then you lift your hand all the way up, and with the middle and right index finger, you have to use the fingertip again and lift the hand and hit right on the outer side of the black region, which is called G. It becomes G, 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 as you can see, this has more resonance, G, G, and a lot of bass sound. And the other one, complementary to do this, is G, which is with index finger, so it's a little bit more pressured. So this is G is open, and G you put more pressure through the wrist. G, 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 and as you can see, I can alternate now these fingers, so it becomes G, 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 so this becomes G and G, and you will notice that because I can move my hand, I can create different frequency of sound. So that's where all the singing part of tabla playing is done through the baya or the bigger drum, because you can change the vibrational frequency by putting more pressure to the wrist, so it becomes. So those different frequencies are created by the left hand drum. So the third sound on the left drum is cut, and that's where you take this whole hand, do not have to lift too much, and hit right in the middle of the black, so it becomes a sharp sound. Cut, 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 cut. So now here you can also create different variations of G, G, cut, cut, G, cut, G, G, cut, cut, G, G, cut, G, 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 cut. See how much different sounds we can create, and you can also, so G, G, cut, cut, G, G, cut. Now we can combine the alphabets of tabla that we learned from right hand drum and left hand drum and create much more sound here. So when I put together na and G or G played together, it becomes dha, 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 dha. Combine T, the open sound, and G or G, it becomes din. So when I combine T, again the open sound, and cut, it becomes thin, thin. So you can hear the sound, thin. And here the left hand is completely subdued or flat sound. The right hand drum is open sound. Thin, 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 so these are the basic bowls, but then you can also create some of the other bowls like din. And this bowl is coming from Pakawaj, where you have to hit on the outer words and in the backward fashion. So din, 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 din. So once you know these basic bowls, you can create compounds bowls out of it. So you become da, din, din, da, or you can do da, ti, ra, ti, ta, ta, ka. So theta is used as tera and tat is as a ki, ta. So you can create a lot of new bowls from these combinations. So it becomes da, so now you know that from these alphabets you can create the words and then you can create the poetry. And this is all to it in tabla. These are very basic 12 alphabets, and from there you can generate millions of different bowls of different complexity.